Once upon a time, in a quiet countryside village surrounded by tall mountains and green fields, there lived a young man named Adrian. He was 25, strong, full of energy and full of pride. Adrian believed he knew everything about life. He thought that his father's words were old-fashioned, unnecessary, and slow. "Times have changed, Father," he often said. "You don't understand the world anymore." His father, an old carpenter, lived a simple life. He spent his days fixing wooden chairs, smiling at the villagers, and watching the sunset from his porch. He never argued with Adrian. He simply smiled and said, "Son, life will teach you in its own way." But Adrian didn't listen. He wanted success, fast. He wanted wealth, respect, and a name that everyone would remember. So one day, without even saying goodbye properly, he packed his bag and left the village. In the city, life was loud and bright. Adrian found a job in a big company, and for the first time, he felt powerful. Money started coming in, and slowly, he began to forget the small wooden house and the gentle voice of his father. He thought, "Now I'm finally living my life." But with success came stress. Every day felt like a race. He worked until midnight, skipped meals, and ignored calls from home. When his father sent letters, he rarely opened them. He thought, "I'll visit one day when I have time." That one day never came. Years passed. One rainy morning, as Adrian was walking to his office, he received a message, a short one. It said, "Your father is not well. He keeps asking for you." Adrian froze. For a moment, the world went silent. He left everything and took the first train to his village. When he arrived, the house looked smaller than he remembered. The wooden door creaked as he pushed it open. Inside, his father was lying on the bed, his eyes half closed, breathing slowly. When Adrian walked in, the old man smiled faintly. "My son," he whispered, "you finally came." Tears filled Adrian's eyes. He knelt beside the bed and said, "Father, I'm sorry. I should have come earlier." The old man smiled again and placed a trembling hand on his son's shoulder. He said softly, "Do not be sorry, my boy. I only wanted to tell you one thing. Remember, in life, when you run too fast, chasing everything, you forget what truly matters." Then, with a peaceful sigh, his hand slowly fell and silence filled the room. Days passed after the funeral. Adrian sat on the porch every evening, looking at the sunset, the same view his father used to love. He felt empty inside. But one day, as he was cleaning his father's old desk, he found a small wooden box. Inside it was a note written in his father's handwriting. "Dear Adrian, when you read this, I may not be there anymore. Life is not about running faster than others, it's about walking in peace with yourself. When you lose your inner calm, no amount of success will make you happy. If you ever feel lost, come back to the place where you started. You'll find yourself again." Adrian held the note close to his heart and finally understood. All his father's words, all those simple lessons were the real treasure he had ignored for years. He rebuilt his father's workshop, started carving wood again, and helped villagers just like his father did. The sound of the hammer, the smell of the wood, the calmness of the mountains, all of it reminded him of peace. One evening, a little boy came to him and asked, "Sir, why do you always smile while you work?" Adrian looked at the boy and said, "Because I finally learned what my father was trying to teach me, that true peace doesn't come from what we get, but from what we give." The sun was setting again, painting the sky in gold. Adrian looked up and whispered, "Father, now I understand." And for the first time in years, he felt a quiet, deep peace inside, the kind his father always carried. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because sometimes one simple story can remind us of what truly matters in life. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next story with new thoughts and new lessons.